quesadillas. That's great. Well, enjoy your food after the class, not before. Well, you can eat it anyways. Yeah, I don't mind. You are at home. Feel free. You are at home, literally. Okay, girls. We continue with this activity. Yeah. Yesterday we checked. Well, not yesterday. Actually, on Monday we revised an audio about two friends who are, well, having some issues in order to arrange to meet, not over the weekend, and because they are quite busy. Yeah. So you're going to listen again, listen the conversation, and complete the lines with the exact words for Jeff and Kevin. Yeah.
8.12. Arranging to meet.
Kevin, it's me, Jeff.
Jeff, long time no see. How are you doing?
Good, thanks. Listen, I'm up in town later this week for a conference, and I might stay on till Sunday morning. I was wondering if we could meet.
Oh, I'd love to. But this... Oh,
For a conference, and I might stay on till Sunday morning. I was wondering if we could meet.
I was wondering if we pass of can
Could.
Could. I was wondering if, remember, I was wondering, me preguntaba, yeah? When you say that, I was wondering if we could do this. I was wondering if you have some time after, I don't know, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to. But this weekend of all weekends, I'm incredibly busy.
Come on, Kev. You must have some free time.
Hang on. Let me check my diary. Okay. Go for it.
Right. What are you doing Friday evening?
What verb to be? Verb to be. What
Are you
What are you doing?
Yes. Are you?
What are you doing Friday evening?
Let me see. Sorry, I can't do Friday evening. It's my tango class. I really don't want to miss it, because, well, there's this girl in the class that I'm really interested in.
Oh, say no more.
So I could meet you late afternoon before...
I.
Could.
Yes.
You late afternoon before the class.
No, that won't work. The conference doesn't finish till 6:30 on the Friday. Have you got any free time on Saturday morning?
Okay, before that, let's hear again.
Friday. Have you got any free time on Saturday morning?
No. I'm having my hair cut at 10 o'clock, and then I'm meeting my sister. She's going to show me the flat she's thinking of renting, and we're having lunch after that. I'm free most of the afternoon, though.
Okay, that's it. I
am.
Yes, I'm free. I'm free most of the afternoon.
That's no
Afternoon, though. Lunch after that. I'm free most of the afternoon, though.
That's no good, I'm afraid. I've arranged to meet some people from the conference. They could be useful contacts. So, how about Saturday evening? Useful contacts. So, how about Saturday evening?
How about?
Yes, about.
Does that work for you? Or are you doing something then?
Yeah, Sorry, the evening's out for me. I'm going to the theatre with some friends. It's been booked for ages. But I have an idea. What time are you leaving on Sunday?
Late morning. I'm getting the train at 11:55.
Well, then why don't we meet at the station?
Getting the train at 11:55.
Well, then why don't we meet at the station?
Why?
Don't
Negative.
we?
Yeah. Don't we meet at the station? Exactly. It is. You can ask negative question.
Yeah, that's a great idea. We could have a coffee there.
I've got a better idea. There's a cafe next to the station that does a really good full English breakfast. Let's meet there and have breakfast.
It starts with L. One more time.
Breakfast. Let's meet there and have breakfast.
Let's.
Yes, let's meet there and have breakfast.
Shall we say 9:30? Let's meet there and have breakfast. Shall we say 9:30?
They start with S. It's very formal. No? Shall we say? Shall we say? Yes, thank you, Camila.
Oh, can we make it 10 o'clock?
It starts with C.
Can.
Yeah. Can we?
Oh, can we make it 10 o'clock? It is.
Can we?
Make.
Make. Exactly. Can we make it 2 o'clock? So as you can see, those are the exact expressions, lines that you can find in this listening. I was wondering if we could. What are you doing? I could. I'm free. How about? Why don't we? Why don't we? Let's meet. Shall we? Yeah, it's like an invitation. Shall we go to the cinema? Shall we eat some tacos after the class? Shall we prepare some tostadas? Like an invitation. Can we make it at 10? Like, is it okay? Is it okay? It's another way to say, is it okay? Right? So here are more lines from the exercise 3. Yeah, pay attention to this intonation.
8.13. Pronunciation. 1,
I was wondering if we could meet.
2,
What are you doing Friday evening?
3,
So I could meet you late afternoon before the class.
4,
I'm free most of the afternoon, though.
5,
So, how about Saturday evening? Does that work for you?
6,
Then why don't we meet at the station?
7,
Let's meet there and have breakfast. Shall we say 9:30?
8,
Can we make it 10 o'clock?
Yeah, the same expressions. Obviously, there are more expressions like these ones that you have here. I'd love to, but I'm incredibly busy. No, I love to, but I'm incredibly busy. Let me see. Sorry, I can't. No, another way to say, like really casual and informal, we could say this expression. I'd love to, but I'm incredibly busy. No, that won't work for me. So that's not a good idea, I'm afraid. Sorry, Saturday evening out for me. Yeah, that's a great idea. Sounds good to me, but 9:30. Fine, 10 is then. 10 is then. As you can see, these expressions for Well, showing your availability, no? Like kind of, sometimes we are too busy, or even we can lie about that, no? Because we are friends, no? We can lie, or between acquaintance, or because you don't feel like going out, you don't feel like going out, and you don't want to be rude, no quieres ser mean or rude, no quieres ser grosero. You can use these expressions. I love to, but I'm incredibly busy, no? So, girls, why don't we go to my Mexican party? Is that okay at 8 o'clock? Will you go with me?
I'd love to, but I'm incredibly busy.
Okay, Kanye and Katie, shall we meet at 7 o'clock for my Mexican party? Because we have to celebrate.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Exactly. Thank you very much. At least you didn't ignore me. Thank you. Yeah, so you could say this in order not to be rude, or well, to tell the truth that you are not available, or you are too busy. So don't forget about this expression. Okay, we're gonna do this in a moment because it's going to be your homework for tomorrow and the weekend. Remember that tomorrow we haven't got class because of this. It is called bank holiday. I don't know why it's called bank holiday. Puente, or it's a day off. Bank holiday. I don't know what has to do with bank, but it is Mexican celebration, so there is no class, no, according to them. But we'll revise that in a minute. In the meantime, we are moving on with unit 9. Yes, so far we have checked future tenses. Yeah, future tenses. We did a practice about future. I'm going to share as well a link so you can remember using the future expressions. Yeah, don't forget to check that video and do the homework for Thursday and Friday. Yeah, because tomorrow we haven't got class, and Friday we normally don't have. Okay? So caring and sharing, right? So we start this unit. It's about second and third conditional. Yeah, vocabulary, words that are similar, different meanings, the sharing economy. Yeah, there is a reading. There is listening as well, the kindness, the politeness of the strangers. Money matters. Writing, it's about describing a place. And look at this photo. What are the monkeys doing? What are they doing?
They are, I don't know how to say it, como quitándose como las pulgas.
Removing fleas. Removing fleas. Or searching for fleas. Okay, do you think they are helping each other?
Yes.
Okay, so do animals and humans help in this kind of way?
No.
Well, not really, because we haven't got too much hair. Maybe yeah, in the beard, but not really. What is the help that humans ask? Or how do we show help between humans? Favors, yeah, asking favors, thank you. What other?
like showing concern about something and someone helping you.
Okay, showing concern, exactly. What else, Katie and Candy? Do you help each other and in which way? In which way? Hi, Candy, hey.
Yes,
You,
yes, teacher. I think it. We help when the people they have an accident
hmm,
or when the people need clothing or shoes.
okay, perfect, thank you. When they are in need, no, we can say. Thank you very much. You helped me, thanks. All right, so we're going to watch a video introduction of what's going on with this unit. So pay attention to this video.
Welcome to Unit 9. I try to give money to charity regularly, and I'd always help a friend if they needed me, but I know I could do more to help others. When was the last time you helped a friend?
The last time I helped a friend was 2 months ago. I lent her money to go on holiday.
In this unit, we'll look at second and third conditional forms. We use these to talk about hypothetical situations and unreal situations in the past. In reading and speaking, you'll read about the sharing economy and learn more about companies that provide unique services. Try to think of the next big thing that people can share. In the writing section, you'll imagine you're entering the sharing economy by writing a listing for your own home for one of these services. You can also watch an interesting video about how the Danish concept of hygge went global. In vocabulary, we'll look at pairs of words that have similar meanings but are used in different ways, and words that you might think have the same meaning but in fact are completely different. Invent or discover, cook or cooker. Everyday English is all about money. We'll look at useful phrases to help you deal with money in banks, shops, cinemas, and restaurants. You can go online to review material or to consolidate the language and skills from the unit.
Yeah,
Ready?
it's always
Let's get
highly
started.
recommendable not to do that. By the way, I didn't tell you, but if you wanna buy separately the online practice or workbook digitally, it's a license for a year. You could do that. I'll share. Yeah, important word here. We have a quote. The miracle is this: the more we share, the more we have. Yeah. You understand this quote? Important word here, share. What is share?
To give someone something of your own.
Yeah, to provide something to another person. What we love on Facebook, on social network, we share, compartir. Yeah. So do you agree with this? The more we share, the more we have?
Yes.
Of course. Yeah, so you can buy this workbook. You can have this book, like the same book that I've got, but digitally. No? If you are interested in having it or the online practice, just let me know and I could provide that. Grammar, conditionals. Discuss with a partner which of these statements are of a selfish person. Selfish person. Which ones are true for you or someone you know? selfish. What is selfish?
Someone who doesn't share.
Yes, actually, someone who doesn't share, for example, between among children, sometimes they have their toys and they are selfish because they don't want to share their toys. They are mine. You can't have them. You can't have them because they are mine. It's mine. I can't lend it to you. Yeah, that's a selfish person. Or when you don't. Well, but basically it's that, no? But you don't care about other people sometimes. You just think for yourself. Yeah, think for yourself. And sometimes it is not good for them. Okay, girls. So Camila, Candy, and Katie, because I think Fernanda has forgotten any microphone. So I want you to read together one-on-one these statements, these sentences, and then discuss if they are true for you or it's true for a friend that you may know, or in which of these are selfish. Okay, but first of all, read together, no? Please. Imagine that I'm not here.
Okay. I get a lot more pleasure from giving presents than receiving them.
The second is I won't dream of sharing my favorite chocolate with anyone. I sometimes put my bag on the seat next to me on the train to stop someone else sitting there.
I would never play loud music if it might annoy other people.
I sometimes find it difficult to listen to people telling me their problems because I didn't to tell them mine.
I think that the second sentence is a statement that a selfish person would say. What do you think?
I think it's the three. It sometimes put my bag on the seat next to me on the train to stop someone else sitting there.
Also, the last one, I think that it's selfish. And personally, I feel that for me, the first sentence is true because I like giving people presents and see their reactions.
Yeah, if for me it's the four, I will never play loud music if any meal annoy another people.
Okay, thank you very much, girls, for participating, for collaborating, and practicing, no? Well, for me, mm, I don't know. I've got a daughter. I used to be selfish, but uh, well, I find it difficult sharing at the beginning. But now that I've got my small family, I think uh, it's like the first one. I get a lot of pressure from giving presents than receiving them. No? That's great. Okay. Now it's a little bit difficult. For example, I have some friends. They are my colleagues. They are teachers from Cele school. We know that it has been so difficult and complicated because of the COVID, and we have to stay home and be locked down, and we can't go out. We can't have a party. So what we do is we share. We For example, there is a birthday coming tomorrow for our friend. So 2, 3 of my friends share some money, and we get it together, that money, and we send it to him. That's a good present, no? We feel happy because he's happy that he's receiving, well, kind of affection, no? We know that we can be here, we can be with him or her because, well, we don't do parties, or we don't throw parties, and we are far, no? And we prefer to do that, and they are really they show like sympathy, you know? So it would be idea for you guys, if you don't want to, well, attend to a party, then you can do that with your friends, no? Let's see, girls, are you selfish? Are
I
you
think
selfish?
I think that everyone is kind of selfish. Like you cannot be like 0% selfish.
Yeah, you're right. It's in our nature, no? It's in our nature. So we're going to find out how selfish you are. Yeah, we're going to find out how selfish you are. Statement 1 to 5 show the results of a study into selfishness. Yeah. Read it, read, read it from photos A to E. I was thinking doing this for Monday because of the time. It's 3:34. If not, we are not going to have some time. So shall we leave it for Monday, this activity?
Yes, for me
Okay.
it's fine.
Okay, what about you, girls?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so let's put it like a standby about being selfish. Instead, I would like everybody to read this because it's going to be part of your homework for the weekend. It's about a writing for talking. Yeah. What stories are in the news at the moment? No, are they national or international? Uh, for example, what's happening now nowadays around the world and here in Mexico? The natural disasters. Now, have you heard about the natural disasters? What happened
Yes,
last week? There was an earthquake. Also in Mexico City, in Cuernavaca, in other parts of Mexico, there were floods, inundaciones, floods, because it rained too much. It was raining cats and dogs. So when it's raining cats and dogs for 3 or 4 days or a week, well, imagine rivers increase, no, their water level. Then, as consequence, we have floods around the streets, accidents, no. So, do you read news? Do you read news or not
yes.
really?
Yes, teacher.
So, what is your favorite topic when you are reading news? It's environment, politics, crime, gossip, you can say.
Technology.
Technology. What else? What kind
Uh,
of news?
entertainment and environment.
Ter- Entertainment. That's good. Well, in my case, I read about everything. I like all kind of news, and I am a gossip person, so I am always like reading a bit of this, a bit of that, you know. So I am into everything. So I like everything here. Okay, so what is your concern? Do you know what concern means? Something that you're worried about. Is there any concern? Is there something that worries you?
Yes, the environmental situation the world is having right now.
What's happening with the environment? Can you tell me a bit?
You know, like global warming and the pollution, and how we, like they say, we have like 11 years or less now before the world starts like crashing.
It's already, it's already crashing.
It's already crashing, but they say it could be worse than where we are now.
It could be worse, exactly. And what about you, Candy and Katie? Do you have any concern? Is there something that you are worried?
Yes, at the moment, the quarter in Acapulco, because I have my family, my grandparents live here, and the other time, the quarter, todo el tiempo está
Earthquakes?
temblando. Quartz,
Yes. There are
yes,
earthquakes.
there are
Oh,
earthquakes.
yeah, hopefully the 19th of September there isn't any. Hopefully there is not going to be. We don't know. It's going to be that interesting. But anyways. Okay, girls, so we have a reading here about a girl who is explaining her cause for concern, something that worries her, and she explains why. So I would like you to listen to this girl and pay attention, because you're going to use the same vocabulary expression that she mentions, okay?
8.14. Writing for talking to. My cause for concern.
The thing I'm concerned about at the moment is the influence that video games may have on children. Let me explain why. I've been reading lots of newspaper articles on the subject, and I also have a personal interest. You see, I have a younger brother, Craig. He's 13 years old, and I'm afraid he's becoming a video game addict. Just a few years ago, Craig had many interests. He played football, he was learning judo, he went out on his bike with his friends. He was a happy, fun-loving boy. Now, he spends hours every day in front of a screen, in a virtual world, playing virtual games, usually violent ones, and he becomes really angry if our parents tell him to stop. Research shows that children between the ages of 2 and 5 regularly play video games, and that by the age of 8, they spend an average of 25 minutes on them. It's much easier to find ways to play video games than it used to be because of tablets and smartphones. This is not a problem for most children. However, by their early teens, a small minority have become addicts, playing for at least 30 hours a week. Dr. Mark Griffiths of Nottingham Trent University, an expert in video game addiction, finds this figure worrying. He says that children may become so addicted that they stop doing homework, start playing truant, and even steal money in order to buy the games. It's likely that this addiction will only get worse with the coming of virtual reality headsets, which make the experience of getting completely lost in a virtual world even more powerful. I have 2 more concerns. Firstly, I worry that the violence in the games could cause children to become more violent. My brother isn't violent, but he is certainly bad-tempered if he is stopped from playing. Secondly, I worry that sitting without exercise for so long is bad for your health. Craig often plays 5 hours a day, and some days his thumbs are really painful and he can't sleep because he is overexcited. His schoolwork is going from bad to worse. Finally, Dr. Griffith says that more research is needed, but I don't need to read more research to conclude that video games cause problems. He should come and meet my brother. That's all the evidence he needs.
Yes. Well, what is her cause for concern? What is her
Video
cause?
games being too influential on kids.
Yes, video games addiction, no? On children, on kids, you're right. Why does she have a personal interest? There's something that is.
Because they have one brother.
She has one brother. How old is she? He, sorry.
He's 30 years.
30 years or 13 years?
Sorry, 30 years.
13 years. Yeah, because he isn't a children, he's not a child anymore. How did Craig used to be before this addiction to video games? He did some things, no? What kind of things?
He played football. He was learning judo and went out his bike with his friends. He was a happy and funny living boy.
Okay. Very good, thank you. All right, girls, so we are, can you connect again, please? So I can explain what you're doing.